Welcome to the Pattern Recognizer. Most people are running programs they never chose. Today we expose one of those patterns, see exactly how it works, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Listen. The smallest, no, you accept it when you were 6, still decides how much money arrives in your account, whether you sleep next to someone you love, and if you raise your hand when an opportunity knocks. A micronode, a whispered refusal you internalized, has the power to reroute a life. Name the pattern. I call this the permission fault. It's not dramatic, it's quiet. It looks like small hesitations, automatic vetoes, habitual I can't or not now, answers that feel reasonable, even noble. You think you're choosing, but the architecture of choice has already been wired. First, the psychological mechanism. As children, we absorb vetoes like grammar, a parent's sharp no at a boundary, a teacher's not for you, a sibling's ridicule. These aren't just instructions, they become internal hardware. Over hundreds of micro moments, the brain builds fast paths for refusal. When an offer arrives, those fast paths fire before reason. The result is decision paralysis, undervaluation, and a steady drift away from risk and reward. Habit forms because the mind conserves energy. It repeats the known no. But there's a second register, the esoteric mechanism. Across traditions, a gate, a seal, a sigil is an optical and energetic device. It defines what can pass and at what frequency. In sacred geometry, a closed polygon dampens resonance. An open pattern channels it. Rosicrucian inner alchemy speaks of thresholds that regulate psychic flow. When your interior architecture accumulates micronodes, you have built a sealed gate. That seal lowers your frequency, not metaphorically only, but functionally. You stop matching opportunities that require a different voltage of permission. Scarcity arrives not because the world is scarce, but because your thresholds refuse the higher flow. Here's a reframe. Think of permission as an architectural valve. Imagine two cities. City A has bridges locked at sundown, merchants cannot move goods, lovers can't cross to meet, the economy throttles. City B has bridges that open and close by design, gates that channel trade, festivals and meetings. Micronodes are like tiny locks added to every bridge in your inner city. Each lock alone seems trivial, but together they turn the city into an island. The pattern is the prison, awareness is the key. Now the practical shift, a precise 60-second practice, the permission sigil ritual. This is a symbolic attention technology. It's habit engineering with esoteric optics. It takes 1 minute every morning, and it resets the threshold gating your day. Step 1. Stand or sit with feet grounded, eyes open. Breathe deliberately 3 times. Inhale 2 counts, exhale 4 counts. Step 2. With your dominant hand, draw a simple sigil in the air, a vertical line, a small circle intersecting it at the center, and a short horizontal stroke at the base, like a stylized gate. There's no secrecy to the shape. The act matters more than the art. As you draw, say aloud the 3-word oath. permit, proceed, receive. Step 3. Pause, place your hand over your sternum, and test one small decision in your mind, a real mini choice. Call a client, ask for the price, say yes to a date, send a draft. Say the question aloud and listen for the immediate reaction. If an automatic no arises, repeat the sigil once, breathe, and say the oath again. The ritual trains the fast paths to include yes as a viable route. Do this for 7 days and track outcomes. Number of accepted invites, offers asked for, or tasks completed. 2 quick examples. Vignette 1. Mara, who always declined speaking fees, did the sigil every morning for a week. On day 5 she said the oath, sent a rate email, and was offered a speaking fee she'd previously thought not for her. Vignette 2. Carlos, who habitually deferred intimacy, used the ritual before a vulnerable conversation. He reported softer responses and a clearer boundary, not magic but a shifted threshold that allowed a different dialogue to enter. 2 realities to keep in mind. First, this is practice, not a one-off spell. The sigil is an attention and habit tool that rewires fast paths over days. Second, test it clinically, measure decisions, count invites, note changes in willingness. If you practice and nothing shifts, refine. Change the wording of the oath, draw the sigil differently, and be persistent for at least 7 days. Recap. The permission fault is the accumulation of micro-no's that seal your internal gates. Psychologically, they are conditioned vetoes. Esoterically, they are seals that lower resonance. The daily remedy is the permission sigil, a 60-second ritual, plus the 3-word oath, permit, proceed, receive. Do it each morning, test immediate choices, and keep a simple 7-day log. One shift changes everything. That is the pattern, that is the mechanism, and that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your life, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. Find downloadable sigil templates, journals, and full protocols there. Awareness first, action second. Thank you for listening. The pattern is the prison. Awareness is the key. That is the pattern, that is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your life, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com.